I want to first off state I've always had a hard time distinguishing what it means to be happy or successful. More often than not, we have people who wish the best for us, who have great intentions but don't realize that a single story can be limiting. What I mean by this, what might work for you isn't necessarily going to work for someone else. What happiness means to you doesn't necessarily equate to someone else's happiness. Society has determined that college is the best path, that a six-figure job is what it means to be truly happy, that money and fame are synonyms for survival. I feel we have lost our connection to who we are and where we come from. We have lost that connection to the environment and the knowledge that in certain areas, food isn't bought but hunted or grown, that just surviving and being alive every day is enough. To me, happiness isn't measured by how many figures you have saved, or the likes on your page, or the occupation you possess, but how many times you have taken what you needed and given back what you didn't, but how many times you have actually felt free and that the value of your labor showed in your leisure. I know and love the feeling of what it means to earn sleep, to see the practicality in the things you produce. And now that that is out of the way, hi, my name is Tylon. I'm an intern at Teens Grow Greens, a 9-month paid internship for high schoolers. What that means is I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a farmer, I'm a mover and shaker, I'm loud and explosive, I'm vigilant and collected, inclusive yet exclusive, outgoing yet reserved, passionate yet patient, calm yet zealous, inquisitive and a good listener, strong yet tender, intelligent yet humble, good looking but not full of myself. Teens Grow Greens has taught me a lot of things. They've taught me how to cook, to lead, to criticize, to teach, to engage, to dig, to plant, to hone, but they also help me acknowledge my areas of growth and what I struggle with. To me, I don't think we focus enough on what makes us fail. Failure is needed. Weakness is needed. We won't all be the Elon of our times. We don't need to be the next scientist or motivational speaker or activist to be great. And I feel Teens Grow Greens is great at reinforcing this fact that being who you are is enough. My entrepreneurship product is a reflection of my environment. My product focuses on the issues of waste and the management of that waste to really help draw back the dangers of our future. I figured that what better way to do that than to look at our landfills. According to the National Geographic, America is one of the leading countries of garbage, producing 250 million tons each year. My product focuses on a technology that is active, but not quite mainstream. That is anaerobic digestion, turning your waste into biogas that produces less emissions than the gas and oil we use now. What's great about my anaerobic composter is that it has given value to our waste instead of letting it rot in our landfills. Landfills not only affect our environment, but our health as well. According to health.ny.gov, people living closer to landfills have reported having eye irritation, throat and lung irritation as well, nausea, headache, nasal blockage, sleeping difficulties, weight loss, chest pain, and aggravation of asthma. We all are reflections of our reality, our culture, our circumstances, and our upbringing. And the fact of the matter is, our environmental reality is being heavily affected by our choices, and these issues will only increase with time. It's time we connect with our environment and make a difference. My name is Tylon, and I'm an intern at Teens Grow Greens. I hope this inspired you.
Wow, Tylon, I can speak for everyone when I say I'm feeling inspired beyond expression. Thank you so much for writing those words and sharing them with us. We really appreciate it. As you know, for National Farm to School Month this year, we are highlighting the leadership of youth and young people in food systems work. It is such a privilege to feature you and Teens Grow Greens on our platforms, and I want to extend a huge thank you from National Farm to School Network. Now we'll enter into a question and answer period. I can truly hear the passion that you have for your work and for life in your voice and the words you've shared. We know that young people like you have world-changing ideas, but what do young people need from those in power to make those ideas a reality?
Young people really need to see examples of what's already been done. People there, in case they don't know where to look. More importantly, I feel people in power need to listen to understand, not necessarily to speak. And those who do listen, don't normally listen to understand, but just simply speaking. And it's hard for, I guess, younger individuals to really sort of see a future when they aren't listened to. So I feel really listening and taking account our views and giving us that space and foundation really changes and improves our foot and the upcoming future.
Thank you. Those are incredible ideas. And we know that people in power are listening. So I hope that they take your advice, giving that platform, allowing young people to have representation, and listening to understand. Thank you. Next question. How has your experience with Teens Grow Greens cultivated your individuality while also making you feel a part of a larger community?
Yeah. So in the previous monologue, I sort of touched on that. And it's weird because Teens Grow Greens have really helped me to feel like exclusive yet inclusive as well. And I think they've done that through by giving me a platform, my own soapbox to really shine and show myself through my community. And it's in that as well that I am part of a community. So what I do affects that community. So that's how I feel they've really expressed their sort of like individuality on me and encouraged me to continue to do what I'm doing.
I really like what you said, Tylon. I like that bi-directional movement of Teens Grow Greens impacting you and you impacting them. It really highlights just the value of y'all's community. Next question. Among your peers and mentors, who are your biggest inspirations?
So this might sound cliche, but there's like a sort of layer to this. I feel everyone, in a sense, are my biggest inspirations, even from the most evil people out there, because I feel you can learn from a lot of people. You can learn even from the meanest and the wickedest of them all. And I feel we don't necessarily do that enough. I feel I have a lot of not so like good inspirations because I don't want to grow up being them. So in a sense, their lifestyle of not going into their lifestyle, if that makes sense, is an inspiration to me.
I appreciate that you can find good in everything. That is something to admire about you, alongside all the other amazing things. So, alongside being a shaker and a mover, it sounds like you are a dreamer. When envisioning a racially just food system, what do you see? Who has been involved in solving issues in the past? And who do you see at the table in the present and in the future?
I sort of see it sort of like broken down into three sections. And I'll give examples of people in the present, past, and future that I think represent these examples. So the first one is representation. And I feel Twisted Plants, it's a Black-owned vegan restaurant in the city of Milwaukee, is at the seat of that table of a racially just food system, because without representation, there won't be like encouragements to get involved in things like this. So I feel that's one. And a second one is opportunity. And I feel Teens Grow Greens represents that, particularly when it comes to youth opportunity. It's sort of breaking that generational oppression and generational failures that we've tried to do in the past, but it trickled into the future. And now we have to fix it all over again. And the third is acknowledgement. And Farm to School, I feel, is at the seat of that, because without acknowledgement, there won't be encouragement. We can't just focus on the bad. We have to acknowledge that there's good and there's resources and people out there trying to make a difference. And I feel that's sort of the envisioned future I have planned in my head at the moment.
That is amazing. You really took a complex question and boiled it down to its most simple parts. I am just so, wow, my mind is blown. I literally have chills. That is incredible. And we have been so honored. It's been such a privilege to hear you and have your words shared with us. And we hope we can continue to partner with you as we work as a community to increase representation, opportunity, and acknowledgement. You're amazing, Tylon. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.